Morning. We all want to achieve big things, but ironically, it's paying attention to the small things that can help us get there. Just for today, could we consider this thing called mental hygiene? I hope you'll stay tuned with me for the next few minutes to talk a little bit about what is this thing, mental hygiene. I'm Lisa Kaye with Promise Resource Network. This is just for today. Just for today is a slogan in the rooms that is a simple slogan, but carries so much weight. It simply means, can we see something, hear something, consider something, even if it's just for today, to see if it can add value to our lives, see if we can get the point of it, right? Not everything we hear or see doesn't mean that we need to apply it to our lives. Maybe it's not the right timing, but this slogan really helps us think about intentionally seeing things as they are. Let me know you're out there. Let me know what you think about this. Quick morning tune-up. Yeah. So I'm a person on the family side of addiction, running about 19 years worth of supporting children, as well as some pretty difficult traumas in my life, and the loss of a 12-year-old daughter. Just many things over my life that has tripped me up with my thinking, my judgment, my mental health. Life smacking me down and me not being able to get back up very quickly, right? So yeah, had a lot of things going on over the last 20 years of my life. But I'm so grateful that I keep digging into my recovery. I always say that, to me, just for today is my next level of recovery. I'm digging in. Let me know what you think about this. I struggle with paying attention. I always have. That was one of my issues in school. However, I grew up in a time that juggling 20 things at one time was like you're a super multitasker. You're like Wonder Woman, right? It was your superpower to juggle 20 things at one time. I actually thought it was a skill. It was encouraged as I grew up. But I always wondered why that, as if it felt like a superpower, why at the end of my day did I feel like I never really got things done well or accomplished? And I was pulled in so many different directions. The concept of this hygiene, right? We think of hygiene as brushing our teeth, taking a shower, those daily tasks that we do, just like I did this morning, wet hair and all, right? It's what we do every day. We take care of this hygiene. Daily practices that we do to keep our body healthy, clean, right? We know that. We've got to do these things that we can be our best. We feel good. So what I dug into about this said that taking some mental hygiene is also equally as healthy and important in our lives. It said our mind could use a good, quick morning tune-up each and every morning. So let me know what you think about this. I thought, well, just for today is a quick tune-up. So, everybody tuning up, they're doing just for today. So that's a quick tune-up. Not so much. Some of you might. So here's the difference, guys. Paying attention, concentrating only on the task at hand. So if you're sitting there this morning doing nothing but lay back in your chair or in your bed, drinking your coffee, whatever, and you're totally concentrating on just for today, what's being said, what's not being said, what you see in the chats, then this could be considered mental hygiene. But if you are brushing your teeth, putting your makeup on, doing 30 other things while you're listening to Just for Today, that's a good thing. You're going to catch some things, but they would not consider that a tune-up. They would not consider that mental hygiene. Good morning, Kim Porter. Glad you're in the house. Hope you're feeling better. And good morning, Chris. Good morning, Miss Lisa. Love you too. Badass Incorporated in the house. Thank you, Chris, for coming on. You and Kim. Let me know you're out there, guys. Let me know what you think about this. Spending even 15 minutes on health hygiene each day can improve your mood and you have better concentration. Well, that caught me, and creativity, because I want to be more creative. I want to have better concentration. So I thought, let me dive into these articles. Let me read about this. Let me see if I can bring this into the recovery world. Hey, Deidre. Let me see if I can. And I did. It really spoke to me. So I hope it'll speak to you. So the definition that I found within the article about mental health hygiene includes simple practices that improve your quality of life by preventing negative behaviors and providing emotional stability. I said, well, yeah, I need that. I need that. The concept's not anything new. It dated back to, like I think it said, the early 1900s. But for some reason, my little generation back in the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s, we were not conditioned that way. We were conditioned to do as much as possible all at the same time. Come home. Good morning, Erin Wells, just for today. Come home, help your kids with your homework while you're fixing your dinner, feeding your sweet puppy dogs, as well as trying to finish something up that you didn't finish at work. Like 6 things going on, not really concentrating on any of it, right? And we wonder why the kids get frustrated. We wonder why the supper burns. We wonder why we're feeding the dogs wrong. And we just wonder what the heck's going on, right? I grew up like this. My mother juggled many things. I followed her lead. Why do we think that our children of today have a hard time concentrating? This is just my ideas, but they have watched their mothers, their grandmothers, their dads, their grandfathers over these last generations juggle multiple things. How many times have we sat down for 15 minutes with our loved one, whether it's your child, your grandchild, the love of your life, your mom, your dad, gave them 15 minutes of your attention? You notice what they look like. You notice what they sound like. You notice what they said, what they didn't say. You just consumed their whole being for 15 minutes. If you'll be honest, very rarely do any of us do that. You might do a couple of minutes, but then your mind goes into what you're going to say next, right? We don't have this innate thing in us anymore that just says to be with people. We are multitasking while we're trying to love people. Well, I'm here to challenge you this morning for today. Oh, hey, Pete. So glad to see you on. Oh, you're practicing mental hygiene right now, listening to you, Lisa. It feels so right to be in the moment, like a well-deserved vacation from stress. Thanks for this important reminder. Thank you, Pete, so much for saying that. Absolutely. So Pete is saying he's intentionally not doing anything else, but just listening. Even if he just listens for the next 5 minutes, right? And he just concentrates on the words or what he sees in the chats. That is mental hygiene. And let me tell you, it's a little harder than you think. For some people, mental hygiene, they do yoga, they do mindfulness, right? These stretching or walking, and they stay in that moment. But what I love is that this article that I read said, hey, Mandy, good to see you on. Morning to you. But what I love is that it said that any activity will qualify. So if you're a person that says, I don't really get into that mindfulness stuff, I'm not getting into yoga, whatever, it's not for everyone. But what I loved about diving into this, I thought it would be great for everybody because not everybody's into that. So any activity that you do can qualify as long as you're paying attention to what you're doing. So let me say that again, as long as you're paying attention to what you're doing. So I put it to the test this morning. So I took a shower. So what I tried to do for the first, I broke it into sections because I was really worried about the timing. I thought maybe I would concentrate too much on the time. So what I did is I said, okay, this morning while I'm washing this hair of mine, I am going to concentrate on just washing my hair. So what I tried to do is while I was washing my hair, I really smelled the shampoo because I bought the shampoo because of how it smelled. So for me, how many times do I wash my hair? I don't even notice the smell of shampoo. So I really did a conscious effort to smell the shampoo. So that meant that I took a lot of deep breaths in and out while I was taking that shower, more so than I probably do all day long. So I know that was good. So while I was washing my hair, I concentrated on the smell. I concentrated as I washed my hair, the sound of the water. I concentrated on the warmth of the water on the back of my neck and my back. I even tried to notice as I bent my head over to wash all this 40 pounds of hair I have, how long it was, right? The color. I used all my senses. Now, did that take 15 minutes? To be honest with you, yeah. It takes about 15 minutes for me, because my hair's so thick, for me to wash, moisturize, and get all that out of my hair. So, but even then, it was hard. It was really, really hard to do. I found myself thinking about all kind of things instead of smelling my shampoo, listening to the water hit the floor, listening, feeling the warmth of. It was really difficult, and I enjoy, taking a shower. I enjoy hot water. I enjoy the smell of shampoo. I enjoy the smell of body wash and all that. You ladies, you guys too, we buy that stuff because it smells good. How many of you spend an arm and a leg over it? What is that? Bed Bath and Beyond, right? Or Body Works, Bath and Body Works, whatever you call it, or Victoria's Secrets, right? Because of all that smell good stuff, right? We don't even know if it really washes us well or cleanses our hair well. We just know about the smell and how it looks, how thick it is, and how if it feels silky and all those kind of things. So we buy it for that. But when we're actually in the shower, I thought, let's put this to the test. I did okay. Maybe I would give myself 7 minutes that I really did well concentrating on the smells, the feel, and the sound of just washing my hair. And I will say that I enjoyed it. And it got my mind off of other things. And I got to be in that moment, just like Pete was saying. It feels good to be in a moment. If we can't spend 7 to 10 minutes enjoying a good shower and not thinking about anything else but the warmness of the water, the smells that come from all those bottles of shampoo and things. Can you imagine that we're kind of not hitting the mark with the very people we love or we support at work? Mental hygiene is just that important. If we can do this, it's part of good mental health, right? It can help us focus, which I definitely need to focus. My work is important to me. Just for today, everybody on here is important to me. So when I'm preparing or I'm doing my own recovery work, it is more difficult when I'm trying to cook dinner, take care of my puppies, take care of my parents, whatever it is I'm doing. Yeah. So it just makes sense, guys. So this quick tune-up that we can think about this morning can be any activity. Brushing your teeth, right? I don't know how long you brush your teeth, but this morning, if you haven't brushed your teeth, please do this. Test it. If you hadn't taken a shower, try taking just your hair washing, right? Or whatever part of that shower. Just see if you can go through, see how long it takes you before you quit thinking about the enjoyment of that shower. So when you're brushing your teeth, it said that most people in this study chose the brushing the teeth as part of their study to see if they could do it and the benefits of concentrating on just brushing your teeth, like feeling the bristles up against your gum and your teeth and, tasting the shampoo. Please don't brush your teeth with shampoo. Tasting the toothpaste, right? All those things. I don't know about you, but when I've been brushing my teeth, I'm usually running around looking for something, trying to brush my teeth, trying to herd my puppies or whatever, because my idea of brushing my teeth is for me to figure out how to get out of this house on time to get to Charlotte from York, South Carolina, which can be, the other day took me 2 hours to do because of 77 shenanigans, right? So I've never concentrated on brushing my teeth. So that is going to be a challenge for me consistently. But we got to start somewhere, guys. Let's see what you guys are saying out there. Miss Deidre. Christopher says, well, a natural smell good and look good, and I'm bald. Yeah, so those of you who are bald, you may not have the sensation of a full head washing, but you do. You're funny, Chris. Deidre says, mental hygiene is self-care. Absolutely it is. Any activity that is solely for me only and no one else benefits from that direct act but me. It could be a multitude of things. Enjoy scents or sounds. Absolutely. Toning your body in the gym. Yes. Breathing exercises, walking, because I need to get my body motivated, stretching because I'm in pain. I'm taking myself to dinner, allowing myself to do nothing for a certain amount of time, anything that is only mine, those things that make me feel like $1,000 or $1,000,000 after I'm, oh, where'd it go? After you're done, I'm assuming. Christopher says, you got to keep in mind that you are a badass and nothing can stop that. Absolutely, Deidre. Yes, you are. Deidre's absolutely right. If we can take ourselves to lunch and completely sit there and enjoy that lunch for yourself, enjoying the sights and the sounds for just a few moments, 5 minutes, build up to 10 minutes, then get up to 15 minutes. That is mental hygiene, right? That's mental hygiene. Going for your walk. But here's the deal, guys. You can't go for a walk, talk on the phone, making notes on your phone of a to-do list when as soon as you get back from your walk. In the article I read, it said that that is the main ingredient to consider something mental hygiene is while you're doing this activity, that you stay in that activity. You're not trying to do 20 other things while you're trying to get the benefits of this activity. That's where we get in trouble. That's where I get in trouble. I want to do all these things. Everything Deidre just said, kudos to you, Deidre. Thank you for reminding us how simple self-care can be, right? How simple stretching is self-care, right? But we got to think about what we're doing. Can we be in the moment? So the reason I dove into this, because it really resonated with me. I thought, God, they're talking about me. It said that in this article, the studies that have shown that American adults spend nearly half their waking hours in a state of mind wandering. I said, well, I probably do more than half of my hours in mind wandering, with their attention focused on something other than the task directly in front of them. I couldn't help but remember back in the 80s and 90s when I was a young mother. Yeah, I'm old. Some of you weren't even thought of back then. But I remember coming home from working and not giving my children the attention they needed. And it hurt my heart. I was doing the best I could. I thought that was superpowers. That's what a mother did. She worked. She came home. While she helped kids with homework and listened to their woes and their issues, that she cooked dinner, fed the dogs, vacuumed, got the mail, answered phone calls, all those things, right? And I look back on that now, and as much as I would love to go back in those moments, because the parts that I did capture and have remembered over all these years, because I've got really grown children now and grandchildren, they're wonderful. But it's the parts that I did miss, because instead of really being tuned in to my boys, um, as they were growing up and they were little, I missed some stuff, right? In relationships, um, while, those of you who are in love, when we're first in love, we're all about that person, right? And all we do is suck in everything they say or do. But guess what? What happens is, I don't know. It's not that we don't fall out of love, but all of a sudden we're not paying as much of attention, and we wonder why our relationships kind of go sideways. We stop doing the very things that keeps us centered, even if it's only 5, 10, or 15 minutes a day, being able to sit with our person, our boo, so to speak, and really be attuned to them and not be doing 100 different other things, because we miss things. And, people are so used to this that we don't even know how to tell each other, hey, I need you to be with me right now, right? We just assume that it's okay, and it's not, right? All right, let's get on with this. This is why paying attention to daily routines can make such a big impact, especially for busy people like us, especially us in recovery. We're trying to regain a lot of things we lost. We're trying to still stay on top of our game of what brought us to the dance. We're trying to remain positive. We're trying to build, recovery is lifelong, right? So, we graduate, we're in beginner recovery, then we go to 101, 201, 301, 401, next level. We're always digging to challenge ourselves. Let me get my little chihuahua that's getting in my plant. No. We're always challenging ourselves, so we can get real busy. We all want to achieve something big, most of us, right? Big doesn't mean the same thing. It doesn't mean I want to make a lot of money, I want to have a big house. Achieving something big is very unique to everybody, right? It's your definition of big. But it's paying attention to those smallest things. We all want to be in love. We all want to have the most wonderful relationship, house on the hill, wonderful animals and children and all those things. We want all those things, right? And we think a big picture. I got to have a job that makes X amount of money. I got to be able to do all that. I got to go get this degree or that degree, right? But along those way, as we build up those things, which those are important, we don't pay attention to the small things. And these are the things that help us get there. Why? Because it's stress relievers. It helps us concentrate. This mental hygiene, concentrating on our teeth, concentrating on washing our hair, concentrating on our children, right? One thing at a time, right? And we can't realistically do one thing at a time, being in present in everything that we do. This world demands certain things, especially at our work, right? But there are some parts of your life that you can't control. Nobody can tell you how to brush your teeth. Nobody can tell you how to love your children. Nobody can tell you how to love your special person, right? Your boss can't do that. Now, when you're on the job, there's certain things that you just have to do if you're going to get paid and you're going to be there, right? That's the nature of the job. But when it comes to certain things in your life, my friends, paying attention to the small things are the big things. They really are. Self-care like no other. To actually sit for 15 minutes and do nothing but think and concentrate about the person that you love or your children or whatever that is freeing. It is proven through studies and testimonies from so many people in recovery, even people here, the champions that come on here, how important this is in our concentration, relationship building, and overall mental health. Having a happy, focused mind helps us be more creative, yes, and productive, and can help us have better relationships. You can start practicing this mental hygiene, guys, wherever you happen to be. So you can do it this morning while you're driving in. You can do it while you're brushing your teeth. This means not planning out your day, but instead focusing on the sensory experiences associated with whatever you're doing. right? So if it is brushing your teeth, notice the toothpaste, the water, the taste, the smells, right? Be aware of what your other hand is doing while you're brushing your teeth. Do you know what your other hand's doing while you're brushing your teeth? I bet you don't. But I'll bet you if you hadn't brushed your teeth this morning, you will. So one great thing about this mindfulness practice is it doesn't take extra time. You spend the same 2 minutes brushing your teeth, regardless of whether you're paying attention or not. And that's also true of mindful driving, mindful eating, and even mindful chores around the house. And they are right. As I stood there this morning, washing my hair, right? Even though I didn't do a full 15 minutes, I still, each time that I felt myself not focusing, I would try to bring myself intentionally back to the smells, the sounds, and the sights, and the feelings. This practice may sound simple, but the article told me that achieving sustained attention is incredibly difficult, especially with so many devices and distractions that scream at us, computers, phones, right? But this is what the research said. Even though our attention span is very short these days and we're struggling with these things, our brain is an organ of experience. You hear me? Your brain, my brain is an organ of experience. I love that, what I read. So if you do something repeatedly, right? Like meditation, playing the piano, exercising, stretching, they all have the potential to change your nervous system. Nervous system, calmness. Oh my gosh, our nervous system. We don't take good care of our nervous system, guys, and we wonder why we're stressed. We wonder why we're not happy. I'm naming it for you this morning. Your nervous system is pretty darn important. So, this article encouraged all of us to find something that you can do every day that you can be mindful about. You don't have to create anything. Choose something that you're already. Don't feel like it's just one more thing you have to do because you're already doing it. Just concentrate on it. You know, you can't skip eating or brushing your teeth, right? Or taking a shower. So while you're doing these activities, just be more mindful of your senses, right? They can change your experience. And when they change your experience, it can change how you relate your day, your activities. And it can bring you peace. It can bring you creativity. It can help you stay grounded. Just for today, mental hygiene. Just a quick morning tune-up. Can we start our day? If you haven't brushed your teeth yet or took a shower, I challenge you. Use your 5 senses this morning and see if you can't ground yourself in the smell, the sights, the sounds, the feel of these simple acts. If you're driving in this morning, cut the radio off. Just be mindful of what you see, what you hear, right? Roll down your window a little bit, feel the breeze. Roll down your window and see if you can hear birds, cows moo, instead of just traffic, right? We can take all these activities that we do each and every day and be more mindful. This practice, mindfulness, doesn't have to be a class, doesn't have to be anywhere that you have to go. It can just simply be in your everyday routines, just being present for the moment that you're doing that, right? More importantly, I challenge you to be more mindful with the people that you love. Just for today, can you consider this? I know I am. I know I am. It's very important to me in the time of my life that I get it. I get it. And I get deeper into my recovery and I have more appreciation to the things that are going to really matter to me at the end of my life. Yes, it's really going to matter to me. Time with my loved ones, time with my mom and my dad, right? Those things that build me, those things that make me smile, right? So in the meantime, I am going to work on that. I'm going to work on being more mindful as I drive. as I take care of my animals, as I clean my house, as I take care of my body, my hygiene, whatever those things are. Use that. Try it, even if it's just for today, to see if it adds value to your life. You've heard testimony this morning from Miss Deidre. Good morning, Miss Karen. Glad to see you are on. You heard it from Chris. You've heard it from Pete this morning, giving testimony about mental hygiene. Go back and read what they said if you're just coming on, or you chime in later, right? It's some important stuff. This quick morning tune-up. So just for today, can you be more mindful this morning as you drive, as you brush your teeth, as you make your coffee? I don't care what it is. While you're making your coffee, instead of washing the dishes, can you stand there for a few minutes and just smell your coffee? Can you see it drip? You know, can you smell? Can you see it? Can you just enjoy that couple of minutes instead of run around here like a chicken with your head cut off, doing 20 other things? Most likely it's not going to matter if you may not even get to work any more quicker. Taking these little things and just adding mindfulness to those. See if it works. See if it works for you. Well, guys, I'm going to run. We got a great, beautiful Monday ahead of us. And I hope you have a great day. If you feel led to, share this on your social media. Get the word out about quick morning tune-ups. And see if we can add some things to people's lives. See if they'll just consider, just for today, this mental hygiene. And take for account some of the beautiful things that people are saying this morning about that subject, right? All right, guys, I'm going to run. Got plenty to do today. I'll see you Wednesday at 6:30 for Just for Today. I love you and hope you have an amazing day, and be very intentional about some of the things that you're doing to practice this mental hygiene, right? Take a temperature of where you are with these things. Try one thing today, just one normal activity, and concentrate on it. Do mental hygiene around that one activity. See how it works for you. Let me know what you think about it. And I know that it's going to benefit everybody. I know it will. Oh, good morning, Stephanie. Glad to see you are on this morning. You are so welcome. You are so welcome. You guys have a great Monday, and we'll see you Wednesday at 6:30. Love you guys. Bye.